Hello everyone, I am going to explain question number 2 from exercise 9.3, and this question belongs from 12th class maths. In this question we have given a function, and this function we have to integrate with respect to x. So we will start the integration. First we will assume I is the integration of 1 upon square root of 1 minus e to the power 2x with respect to x we are integrating. Now in this question directly we cannot integrate it because there is no formula by which we can integrate it. That's why we will opt the substitution method, and for substitution method it's very compulsory that in the numerator also e to the power exponential should come. So to bring this e to the power x or 2x in the numerator, what we will do is we are going to take e to the power 2x outside, that is common. So when we will take this e to the power 2x common from this bracket, it's going to be like this. So integration of 1 divided by square root of, I took this e to the power 2x common from both the term. So when we will take common from both the term, here you can see it's 1. So from 1 if you take common, so it's going to be, what is going to be? Common means we are dividing. So 1 we will divide by e to the power 2x, so it's going to be e to the power minus 2x. So what we are going to get here? E to the power minus 2x, and then here we will get only 1. So once again I am repeating, from this 1 and from this e to the power 2x, I took e to the power 2x outside, that is common. So after taking common, we have to divide this 1 by e to the power 2x. When we divide 1 by e to the power 2x, what we will obtain? E to the power minus 2x. That's why here e to the power minus 2x, and here when we will take it outside, so same number divided by same number is 1. So now this e to the power 2x can come out from the root because it's the square root and it's square. So square root and square will cancel, so only e to the power x will come out from the root symbol. So in next step we are going to get like this. Integration of 1 upon e to the power x will come out from the square root symbol, and here we are remaining with e to the power minus 2x minus 1 and dx. Now, so I hope it's clear to you. This square root and this square cancelled, so this e to the power x will come outside from the root. Now this is 1 upon e to the power x. So 1 upon e to the power x, it will go in the numerator and its power is going to be negative. So we'll write down it as integration of e to the power minus x whole divided by square root of e to the power minus 2x minus 1 dx. So now we will go for the substitution method. So this is our equation I. First equation, we assume that e to the power minus x as t. So when we differentiate it, the differentiation of e to the power x is only e to the power x, but according to the chain rule we have to differentiate this minus x also. So that's why this minus sign we will get here, then dx is equal to dt. So this is our equation 2nd, and this one is our equation 3rd. I hope it's clear to you. What we have done is e to the power minus x I assumed as t. So when we differentiate it, e to the power x differentiation is same, but it's minus x. So when we differentiate this minus x according to the chain rule, minus will come, minus 1 will come. So that is this minus sign, and then this dx and then dt. Now here student you will see we have e to the power minus x and dx only. We don't have minus sign. So this minus sign will shift here. So the next equation we will assume as equation 3. So it will give us e to the power minus x dx as minus dt. So this we will assume as equation 3. Now from equation 1st, 2nd and 3rd we will obtain from equation 1, equation 2 and equation 3 we get I is equal to integration of, in the numerator only dt, and in the denominator student we are going to get here t square minus 1 square. I hope it's clear to you, because e to the power x we assumed as t. So if we substitute e to the power x as t, e to the power minus x as t, then this square remains, it's going to be t square. Okay, like this I am just explaining here. We can write e to the power minus x minus 2x as e to the power minus x whole square. So it's going to be t square. So I hope it's clear to you. E to the power minus 2x we can write as e to the power minus x square. So this is t. So this is going to be t square. So instead of e to the power minus 2x, what will come here? T square, and 1 I wrote as 1 square, and this complete e to the power minus x dx is going to be only minus dt. So minus sign I forward and write here minus sign. So that minus I am writing outside. So I hope it's clear to you from where this minus sign came. This minus sign came from here. So this minus sign I wrote outside of the integration symbol. Now students, we have to use the formula. So in your book already the formulas are available to you. You can check it. The formula of integration of 1 upon square root of x square minus a square is log mod x plus x square minus a square, then mod plus integration constant. So this formula we are going to use. So when we use this formula, it's going to be minus sign already we have here in the integration, outside of the integration. So minus log mod, instead of x we have here t, so t plus square root of t square minus 1 square mod close plus integration constant. So I use this formula students. So instead of x square what we have here t. So the answer of this integration is mod x plus square root of x square minus a square. So I wrote here the values. Now t will replace again what we assumed as t, e to the power minus x. So we will get here minus log mod e to the power minus x plus integration of e to the power minus 2x minus 1 mod plus c. So that's our answer. So in this question is very different from the other integration. So whenever you get a integration of a function in which exponential term is in the denominator, that time it's very necessary that exponential term should appear in the numerator. So like this we just anyhow bring the exponential in the numerator and then just go for the substitution method. So the second part, we have to solve the second part of the same question. The second part, the given function is 1 upon 1 plus 4x square. So we have to integrate it. So this question is very simple. So we assume first I is equal to integration of 1 upon square root of 1 plus 4x square dx. So in this we can write this integration as 1 upon square root of 1 square plus 2x whole square dx. Or we can write it in the, if we want to adjust it exactly in the formula pattern, then I am going to shift it as 1 upon square root of 2x whole square plus 1 square dx. Now we have a formula, that is integration of square root of x square plus a square with respect to x is, the answer of this integration is log x plus square root of x square plus a square and plus integration constant. So by using this formula, so students, everywhere we have to apply the chain rule. So in this formula we have here only x, but here we have 2x. So when we integrate it after using this formula, we have to apply the chain rule. So we have to be very careful for the chain rule. Always chain rule we have to take care. So the formula is log mod x. So instead of x what we have here 2x plus square root of complete question, that is 2x whole square plus 1 square mod plus c. Now when we will apply the chain rule, we have to integrate this, we have to differentiate this 2x. So when we differentiate this 2x, the differentiation of 2x is what? Only 2. Now since it's integration, so by 2 we are going to divide it. So here in front it will come as 1 upon 2. Now when we simplify it further in the next step, it's going to be 1 upon 2 log mod 2x plus square root of 4x square plus 1 mod plus c. So that's our answer. So in this complete exercise, we are going to use some particular formulas, and formulas are given before this exercise. So I request from you all that before doing this exercise, learn these kind of formulas, and then just you are able to understand all the questions very easily. So here I not explain the first question directly. I started by the question number second because first question is very simple. So if you will understand question number second, first question easily you can do by yourself. So try the first question, both the parts. If you have problem, write in the comment so that I can clear out your doubts. Thank you.